Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Chief Gamelot, and today I'll be bringing you some gameplay on Prison Architect. So, for those of y'all that have never heard of the game, even though it's been out for a couple years now, the game is pretty much self-explanatory. I mean, you're an architect, you're building the prison, and it's a little bit more than that, but for the most part, it's just that. So, basically, as the architect of the prison, you're basically just making the building itself. And then once you make the building, then you kind of go from the building role to more of the warden, and you're basically watching over staff and you're doing different things. So as you can see, I'm gonna just go with my building layout for right now. I gotta add a door onto it, and once I add a door onto it, then everything should be for the most part okay. And this first building is actually going to be my reception slash holding cell slash a couple other things. And basically this is where all the new prisoners are going to come in at and basically get assigned their clothes and a bunch of other different things just to start them off. And they're just going to sit there until I finish up with building cells, food, like the kitchen, the canteen, or the cafeteria, showers, and a rec area, things like that. So when you first start off the game, CEO gives you a nice little letter and basically congratulates you on telling you that you're qualified to run your own prison. Basically tells you that prisoners need individual cells, expenses, how the funds may be, how tight they might get, how you need to add a warden, how the warden basically runs a bureaucracy and helps you out with getting different things for your prison. Of course, the kitchen and cooks, of course. Then the building itself needs to be basically has power and runs from there. Power and water supply, I think, different things like that. So as they're building that, I'm gonna go ahead and build a small little room off to the side and have that be, and this room right here is actually going to be my utilities room. And I'm going to go ahead and throw my utilities in there. Utilities. Oh, power station. There we go. Have my power station, have my water pumping station. And I'm gonna throw I need that capacitor. Throw a couple capacitors on there. And basically, when you build your prison, they always need power. So, whatever new section you open, you can open some of them without power, but the main couple things they'll need is power and a door. So, there we go. Now that that's done, and as you can see, it just got dark because it needs power. So a couple of the guys are already bringing in the electrical supplies. Some of them are about to start working on the wall that needs to go around the actual power station. So as that takes place, I'm gonna go ahead and start separating this. Materials, go here, and from here, yeah, from like here to, yeah, that's about good. From here to here. Inside of there is going to be my reception area. So I'm going to go ahead and label that there. So then when the prisoners come in, the guards will bring them straight into there. You all have to excuse me. I'm still a little sick. Thing now is just like little sniffles that come afterwards from being sick, and it's just, I hate it. Because like I'm not sneezing. I was coughing a little bit earlier, but I'm not really sneezing or anything like that anymore. Just a little tiny baby sniffles. So they're building that, and what do I need here? I need an office desk, a table, and a chair. I'm gonna go ahead and throw those items in here. office desk, chair, and I'm gonna put solid chair, confinement door, not that. And I'm gonna put 2 tables in here. And then from there, I'm gonna add some more wall. So all this back here is actually gonna end up being the holding cell for right now. So holding cell, so part 2, holding cell. Now, you may have noticed that the type of door I put on is a staff door. So only the staff can open those doors. So like if a prisoner comes in and they want to go out, they can't. Or if they have visitation and their family want to come in, they can't leave out that door. And I'm only using this door right now because I have learned from the other games I have played that people and prisoners, if you put a regular jail door, once it opens, they all try to run out. And it's a little annoying. So yep, so they're still building. He's starting on that next part of the wall from what it looks like. Yep. So in the holding cell, I believe all I need is like a bench and a toilet. Yep, benches, put up like 2 benches. And I'm gonna separate the toilet for him, and I'm gonna be nice and add some phones in there so they can make phone calls. So now, like I said, this is just a holding cell. So when the prisoners start coming in and I start making a little bit more money from them, then of course I'll start adding in a lot more intricate stuff. But for right now, it's not going to be all that intricate. And they're not really going to have a whole lot of privacy, just that little barrier. Because, I mean, it is a holding cell. And most jails, the toilet is just right out in the open. Alright, so let me go ahead and grab some phones. Objects, telephones. So the game kind of helps you out and it lets you know what you need or may need. So utilities, and now this is where I need to start adding the water pipe. Pipe's gonna go from here to here, and I need to add a connection to. Of course, I need power to supply that goddamn thingy. Oh, that would be smart if I added in another door right here. I knew I was forgetting something. So basically down the road, if you don't have doors to certain areas, then they kind of just get stuck like that one is, and they just can't do stuff, and then things start to get denied because there's no door. Now in some cases they just grab the door, like the person who's trapped, they just grab the door and just go from there. So the door is actually in that crate, so whenever they grab that crate, then everything should be better. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with the next part of the building, and that next part is actually gonna be, I'm gonna make that the kitchen area. And another good thing I learned from building is you want to make sure that your kitchen has sprinklers, both in reality and in game, because it makes a difference. The last time I played this game, my kitchen actually didn't have any sprinklers, and the whole thing went up in flames. And I was very, very pissed off for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes or so. Alright, so I still got about 14 hours and some minutes before the prisoners show up. So hopefully I can at least get started with the next part of the building, but I'm gonna just go ahead and speed some of this up right now. Alright, so there we go. So as you can see, some of the power is on just based off of that little part right here that you can't see that's built. And then once they add in more, then it's gonna spread out further and go deeper into the building once they connect this last one. And here it comes. Doo-doom. Should be going further than that. Let me check utilities. Oh, I'm missing a whole piece. That's why. So let me put that there. So now, once that little piece is put in and they're done with the construction on that part of the building, then everything should be a little bit easier. So now, as you play the game, every prisoner is worth a certain amount, and once they become that amount, then you're basically getting your money worth for them. So like, the prisoners I'm about to get in through, I'm getting a intake bonus of 3,600. So with that intake bonus, I can basically do whatever I want to the prison that I need to do. And go ahead and accept. So accept your first grant. Alright. So go down to reports and grants. And I'm gonna click on basic detention center. So as you can see, I got a holding cell. I need at least 2 cooks, 2 guards. Gotta build a kitchen, a yard, and a shower. So that shouldn't be that hard. So when you accept certain things, like certain grants, they actually give you a balance to work with. So my advance was 20,000. So with $20,000, I have to extend lights and basically continue on with building the rest of the prison. That door looks terrible. I'm about to take that door off. Them doors look horrible. Alright, so okay, gotta build a shower. So go ahead and concrete. Now, me using concrete to build everything, that's just my personal preference. Oh, what is this? Notebook page. Okay, that page didn't really take too much, but as you play, you'll find different pictures and pages. There's about 77 pages, and I think altogether it's 100 photos. So once you find the 100 photos, no, correction, it's 78 photos, no, 177 photos, and then there are 78 pages. And then of course you have different mods, map settings, escape mode, load escape attempts, and a couple other extras in the game that I normally don't go into on a regular. So I'm gonna just throw this door in there. Oh my god, no, put the wrong door in there, and then I accidentally put the wrong thing. Alright, let's try this again. They do not need that big ass shower. Oh my gosh. And I'm still messing up. Alright, there we go. Foundation. Alright, let's go along with that one. Alright, so I think 14 or 15. Yes, that should be good for a shower. Alright, make sure I click door. Place. Okay, there we go. Alright, so that would be the shower, and then I need to separate the rest of it with I'm gonna put a perimeter fence. And basically with this fence, don't got enough funds. Basically with this extra expensive fence, this is gonna be my yard on the inside. Not that much. Gosh. So, also have to get the plumbing still working. Utilities. That's fine. So the one cool part about the game I did like is when you're doing the plumbing part, you can actually have, if you set up, say, another pumping station in the jail, then you can actually have it set up to where the jail, like one part of the jail's water connects to another part, and it basically helps with the flow of water. And that way everything isn't congested and just stuck up together. Alright. So once again, I'm going to go ahead and speed this up. So I got 8 prisoners coming in. I got 2 normal security and correction, to minimum security and 6 normal security prisoners coming in. And from there, I'm basically just going to allow them to hang out in the holding cell. I need to hire some guards so that they can actually pull them in the prison. As you can see, 20,000 really isn't a whole lot, and it doesn't last that long. Or at least in my case, it don't. So once they come in, I get that next 36,000. I'm gonna go straight to work on the kitchen, finishing up the kitchen, and adding a second door. I am broke. I have $6 now. So as you can see, they're finishing up on a little bit of perimeter wall that's left, and then they're moving on to the next part. It's just so random that they start right in the middle of nowhere first. So the game says I got about 3 hours left, and I need to hire a warden, make his office, and go through all this. Oh, I'm getting more likes on Instagram. Isn't that lovely? So, quick thing. If you have not followed me on any of my social medias, I do have Instagram, Twitter, and of course I post on YouTube. So, I do that, and I also stream on Mixer every couple days or so. There's no real set schedule to when I actually stream. It's just when I stream, when I get home from work, or if I feel like it. Cause the last couple weeks I actually been like super tired. So hopefully next time I'm not so tired when I come home from work, and I can just get a lot of this stuff done. Oh, all the lights cost so much money. So there goes a lot of my money when the prisoners come in. So as soon as the prisoners come in, I'm going to go ahead and hire some staff, some guards. Like $500 each. I only need but like 2 guards for right now, and I'm going to hire 2 cooks. Even though the cooks are just going to sit around and not do anything, at least I have them when I need them. So, concrete wall, and I'm broke once again. So I got some more prisoners coming in soon. As you can see, the guards are bringing them prisoners in, and they're gonna go. All the prisoners are gonna get searched. Once they get searched, then they get stripped down, and after they get stripped down, they get assigned a new shirt. And one person needs to go to solitary already. 2 people. Yeah. So once they get searched, then they get stripped down. Once they get stripped down, then they get new shirts and stuff, and they basically just go from there. So, already got 2 prisoners. They need to go to solitary confinement. And, yeah, so as you can see, they're getting their new clothes now. According to whatever they are. So, if they're normal security, they get normal security ones. If they're minimum, they get minimal security ones. And once they get put in the holding cell, I mean, they're basically secure, and they don't need to do anything for real. They just walk around and complain until everything gets done. So that needs power. Kitchen's gonna need power first. I'm worried about the kitchen. Now once again, there goes all the money I had in the game. Down to $1 now. So as you can see up here, it's this little flashing little area, and basically that tells me that I have this 8 prisoners, and between them 8 prisoners, I need at least 1 cell. Well, I need 8 cells, or at least 1 dorm cell that can hold 8. But I'm probably not going to do all that. Utilities. Add a $2 pipe right there and there. So now the other thing about the game is that, as you can see here, like as they walk around, you see footsteps and scuff marks and all that. It actually gets pretty gross, because there was one time when I was playing, the floor actually turned like green. And it was like disgusting, like super disgusting. And I was like, why is the floor turning green? And I just could not figure out why. And then when I started buying janitors, then the floor got clean, and I was like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. The floor's dirty, so it turned green, and it was just ew. Alright, let me go ahead and start labeling these places, so at least I may be able to get the money. So, kitchen. This area will be the shower. Yes, I know it's a ginormous shower. I know it's going to serve its purpose a lot more later on in the game. And of course, this is going to be the yard, but I'm skeptical. So yeah, so it's labeled the yard, but it's not going to register as the yard unless I put some more fencing down and whatnot. And then this will be the canteen. Alright, so for the kitchen, I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna have money for this, but oh, I think it's only $20. That cooker is expensive. That fridge is expensive. Just spent $12 on food trays. Oh boy, oh boy. So I guess we can start off with getting some sinks. You know, hygiene is perfect. Hygiene is perfect for this game. Tells you a lot about a person. Alright. So just spent $60 on some sinks. And I need to get some cookers, but I don't have money for the cookers. Alright, I'm about to go ahead and start on this. Oh, okay, I thought that said 300. It's only at 8 prisoners right now, and I'm about to get 8 more. I'm only gonna put a couple of these. Alright, at least I have 2 tables up. And I need to buy a serving table, which I think is like 500. Oh, that's $20 too. That easy wind. Oh, I should put that right there. Move that. There we go. That's better. Alright. So as you can see, my prison still needs power to a lot of the areas. So no, don't need power switches. Electrical cables. Oh, I only have $2 left. Wow. Can you like refund me for those power switches? Cause like I don't need them. Where is it? Objects. So objects. Oh, I can't even sell. Oh my gosh, that's so stupid. But oh, excuse me. But yeah, so far, this is just a little bit of how my prison is going. In the next couple of videos, it should be a lot smoother and a lot better. But for right now, it's just a little rinky-dink, and I need to get a lot more stuff going on. But for right now, it's gonna work. Cause I mean, we only had a little bit of funds, and we only took in a small grant, and I'm making most of the buildings a lot larger than what I really should for 8 prisoners. But I'm working. We're gonna get there. But this is Chief Game a Lot. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to drop a like and subscribe, and tell me what you think. Feel free to comment, and go ahead and follow me on YouTube. YouTube, Mixer, Twitter, Instagram, any of the social links to keep up with any other new streams, videos I may be putting out, and just stay up to date. And this is Chief Game a Lot, and I'll be signing off.